we're gonna put some different rounds through, these are literally bone-in pork butts from Publix. Nothing fancy, but what it does, it gives you a really good representation of what happens when projectiles hit flesh and bone, okay? The only thing we can't really reproduce is all the bleeding, all right? But you could just imagine if vital areas were hit, the bleeding that is there, okay? And then what we'll do is we'll talk about the wound cavities and give you guys a chance to actually pack those. We got gloves over here. I suggest you wear those. Like I said, these are clean. I wouldn't lick my fingers afterwards. They're actually, you could cook these right now and be fine until we start shooting at them, and then I wouldn't do it. Somebody always wants to eat them after, and you're welcome to because you signed a waiver, but that's up to you guys, all right? Everybody eyes and ears?
Where am I shooting from?
You're gonna shoot it pretty close, but they gotta switch to like, oh, thanks.
I guess we'll draw on it?
Yeah, it should. It's pretty dry for me out there.
Stand by.
Nice shot. Pretty damn accurate. I like it. Normally your entrance round is gonna be about the diameter or a little bit smaller than the round itself, okay? So you can see that was a 9mm round, and look how small that hole is. Why? Because it stretches a little bit. It's a very fatty, tough pigskin, okay? So when we're telling you to do a good head to toe and lift the shirt up, you may not have a shitload of blood coming out of this, okay? It may just be a little bit. And guess what? If they're wearing a dark shirt, or it's dark out, or they got a red shirt, you may miss it too, okay? Not everybody's walking around in a white t-shirt all day. Good look on the front, okay? Somebody's telling you they're having pain anywhere like that, I like to talk to people if they're conscious, because they know better than I do what they're feeling like, okay? So I'll ask people, you hurt anywhere? Do blood sweeps, all that good stuff. Lift their shirt up and take a look if they're having any pain or anything, right? So your exit wound, it feels like he hit the bone, but it may not have broke it yet, okay? Perfect example. Sometimes bullets will go straight through a bone, and sometimes they will shatter the shit out of it. Just depends, all right? When I put my finger in here, a lot of the damaged tissue is now kind of moved out of the way. So you see how much bigger that is? Will that kill somebody? You're damn right it'll kill somebody.
Would it be funnel shape?
Oh yeah.
The damage pattern?
It would, yeah. It would basically open up and then be a pretty good diameter the whole way out like this. Because you'll see it gets closer, but it's after the bone, so the bone protected it. But what you will have, sometimes you'll actually see cracks all the way up here from that pressure of that round hitting the bone real fast, okay? That pressure moves the marrow and it can cause breaks and cracks and things in the bone. So don't think it did this and you're gonna run off the scene and be like, I'm good. Good, my leg ain't even broke. Shit's gonna hurt really bad, okay? Anybody ever had a stress fracture in their leg? I had one in my femur, extremely painful. All right, so now we're gonna go back and we're gonna put a hollow point through this and see what we can do. Yeah, just a little bit lower, or you could even go right over here, right? Go a little to the side. Yep. This is a solid copper hollow point. Man, you guys are accurate as who taught you? See that nice clean hole, that sharp lip on that punch? So, really nice clean hole. Again, easy to miss, a little bit bigger diameter. Why? Because this was a more tapered round, it probably stretched a little bit, and this one cuts a really nice clean hole, okay? So, broken bone, right? If you can hear that, you can hear that. Anybody hear that? So when you come over here, so the sounds of those bone ends going together is called crepitus. So that's one of the things we look for when we're dealing with somebody. A lot of times if you do CPR for real on an old person, you'll break ribs and you'll feel that too. You can feel and hear it, it's kind of weird, but that's what that is. Crepitus is the ends of those bones rubbing together, okay? So let's flip this around. Now, what it did was it kind of capitalized on the hole that was already there. It came out that way, but you see how it opened it up a lot more? Very sharp bone fragments. I show you that because when you're packing these wounds, you need to be real careful. That's one of the reasons we do that power ball with the hemostatic gauze, so it pads our finger going in. Then we got something against stuff, all right? There's another one. So again, I'm gonna give everybody a chance to put their fingers in my meat. and really feel this wound cavity and these bone fragments and things like that once we get done blowing the shit out of them, okay? But now look at the diameter on that thing.
Turn it towards me, dude.
All right, now let's break out the 5.56.
Roll, Raggy.
Do another one before it falls over. All right.
We're good?
Yep.
Good shot.
I hope everybody's
Good, place it on safe.
Safety.
When you're shooting your targets, and you're shooting at these type of targets particularly, I like these, okay? It really shows you where you need to hit to really take care of somebody, okay? The neck and anywhere through the face right here, the base of the brain, that's shutting somebody off. They're gonna drop like a sack of shit as fast as gravity can pull them to the ground. You should not have any more issues after that. You hit them down here in the spine, that's great. It may shock their nervous system enough to mobilize them for a while. We definitely know everything below here is most likely, okay? That's a pretty skinny area to hit. We also have a lot of vital organs around here. See this box right here? We got our lungs, but especially our heart, okay? You can get shot in the heart with, say, a 5.56 and it blow half of your heart open. You're gonna drop pretty quick. You may have a little bit of adrenaline and everything else, but nothing's gonna back up that perfusion and that pressure you need to keep you conscious and working. You shoot on targets like this, you can kind of get an idea of where you need to hit. And you can see all the bones going through. Some targets will even show the central nervous system, and they'll show the nerves coming down. Again, you don't have to get shot in the bone to immobilize that arm. You can get shot and have nerve damage. That arm's That's why it's good to concentrate and get good hits on your targets, not just blindly shoot at shit. But I promise you, if you get in a real firefight and your adrenaline's up and your fine motor skills just took a shit, it's gonna seem that way because you're all over the place. Training like this really helps you be a little more prepared for that. We add a little stress out here. You guys doing push-ups, jumping jacks and things, and then shooting. Those are all good drills to do. Some people might think you're crazy at a civilian range doing stuff like that, but it kind of makes sense, right? Those fine motor skills, we saw it in those videos, or the video with the cops, it goes to shit. So just imagine that adrenaline dump. Oh shit, I gotta pull my gun right now and shoot somebody. It's gonna severely affect your accuracy. Projectiles do weird things when they enter the body, okay? Sometimes they go straight in and straight out. Sometimes they can come in here and they can divert and go all the way down here and start hitting organs. So when we're talking about sealing the box neck to navel, are my lungs way down here? Not really. But when I'm taking a deep breath, my diaphragm is coming close to there, and it could easily hit here and redirect and go that way, okay? Your wound cavities or your damage to the body is the short version is kind of three things that affect that, right? The type of round, the velocity, and the mass, okay? So when we're talking about pistol rounds versus like all our AR and all our cool, scary gun rounds, the short version is pistol rounds are about half the speed of your rifle rounds. That's why at 5.56, it looks like a really tiny round does so much damage because it's traveling so fast, okay? So not only do you get that actual wound cavity where the round went, but you also get that shock wave that damages tissue. You get that radial expansion that damages a lot of things around it. So when they go to surgery, your surgeons are gonna clean all that stuff out of there. Otherwise, it's just gonna become necrotic, okay? Wounds, the bullet wound itself will probably heal pretty good, but it's all that damaged crap around it that they gotta get out of there, okay?
Hi, this is Chef Ken at Zee Catering, and I'm here with my great friend Jeff Smith of Colorado Craft Beef. We are both here at the CarryTrainer S12 event in November 2021, and we are showcasing D-Dey Targets grill that they sent out. Incredible grill. incredible beef for an incredible event. Jeff, you want to talk a little bit about the beef?
Yeah, so today we are actually going to be using a flat iron steak for a steak salad that Chef Kent personally designed. We're going to be putting these steaks on the TA Targets grills. They're running about 600 degrees right now. The flat iron steak is the second most tender steak on the animal. There's enough steak here that's all the flat iron from about 6 steers. So when we start to think about the level of care that goes into the event, from the food, the great vendors like TA Targets, the care we get from CarryTrainer, it's second to none.
We're going to showcase 2 of their grill tops. One a flat grill, and then the second one will be a grate. Both fantastic. Last night we were getting temperatures of 900, right?
I believe we did get to 900. The steaks cooked pretty well.